Hi everyone, this is Lori from Happy Birds Glitter Nest, and before I begin I wanted to take a moment to thank all of you for the love and support you've shown me in regard to my nephew. Because of you watching and sharing my last angel tutorial, I was able to help my brother with the unexpected expenses due to my nephew's passing. So with much appreciation, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I also wanted to let you know that I'll be posting Christmas tutorials on a weekly basis beginning either next Friday or the following Friday. I'm not sure which one yet, but I will tell you that you can expect to see the beginning of my Christmas videos on one of those 2 Fridays. And the weekly postings will be through Christmas week. Okay? All right. So with that said, let's move on. Okay, so I know a lot of you enjoyed the angel ornaments that I made with my bead mix box that I bought on sale at Hobby Lobby. So I thought it would be fun to show you a bulky bead strand that I bought at Walmart last week for $3.88. And I thought it was kind of unusual. So we're going to see how many angels we can make out of this bead strand right here. And I also purchased these multicolored Shambhala beads from Hobby Lobby. Now, I know it says $8.99, but I did not pay that. These will go on sale a couple of times a month for 50% off. So this week, they had 50% off all strung, tubed, and boxed beads for 50% off, okay? And so I paid $4.50 for this. And it will make a lot of angels, and I thought these would be so cute to make birthday angels out of. Like for somebody's birthday, and maybe even purchase some fun ball chain necklaces in different colors. This just kind of reminds me of like vanilla frosting with all the colored sprinkles on them. And this is something that Hobby Lobby has all the time. So it's kind of standard stock. So we're going to see how those turn out, okay? But we're going to begin with this first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart. Okay, so this is our glass bead strand. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential bodies. I'm not sure about this one. This is glass, so it's heavy. It's not acrylic, so we'll have to see about that one. And then we have 4 of these bead caps. And we had 2 of these pearls, but I'm not going to use them because looking at them closely, you can tell that they're pretty scratched up, which I didn't notice, so I'm going to set those aside, okay, as unusable. Now, we do have a couple of little spacer beads, that rondelle spacer beads we could use as halos, maybe. Possibly these. I'm not sure yet, okay? These, I don't think I'll really have any use for these 3 things here, so I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so this is a maybe. I'm not too sure about this. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need are 22mm wings. And something I would advise you to get are these 8mm pearl beads. You can buy these at Dollar General, where the little crafts are and whatnot. They have them all the time, and they're beautiful little acrylic beads. Okay, these make perfect angel heads for most size angels. And I would highly recommend you buy this 8mm strand of crystal rondelle spacer beads. They're very pretty. They're normally $3.99 at Hobby Lobby, but a couple of times a month they will have all the strung beads on sale for half off. So you can pick this up for $1.99. And they're just beautiful. I love them. So I'm going to set this aside. Next thing I would suggest would be the 2mm head pins from Hobby Lobby. This is the Jewelry Shop brand, and you'll find them hanging up in little bags. I put actually a few packages in here, and you can get these for half off a couple of times a month, and you won't have to pay $3.99. Pay $1.99 for 100 pieces. Okay, so those are just some things that I would have on hand for making angels if you're thinking about making quite a few. And let's see, I will be using this sparkly ribbon that came in through my AliExpress order. I bought it, this was really cheap. I bought this in this color, and one in purple and one in pink. Okay, I think it's about a 1/4 of an inch in width. Okay. And I'm going to be using some 10mm jump rings too. So these are just, if you would like something like that to use on your angels, you don't have to, okay? You can use anything you want as a cord for your angel ornaments. Alright, so let's get started. Take a few of these head pins out. Set them aside. Alright, so I'm going to start by placing a little 4mm daisy spacer here, just so the head pin won't fall through this large hole here. You can use anything you want. I'm just using a 4mm daisy spacer. Okay, I'm just slipping that on, and I'm going to place one of these bead caps on. I think it would make it look really pretty, kind of like a little dress maybe. And then here's one of the wings, 22mm. And now I'm going to take one of these Dollar General acrylic pearls, and in fact, let me get a few out. Like that. And I'm going to slip one on here. Now I'm not going to use these for this because I think these would be too large. I'll just set these aside for another project because they are pretty. So instead I'm going to use the 8mm spacer beads from Hobby Lobby. Just like that. See, you have a beautiful little angel. Now look at that. And of course, I'll go ahead and curl the top part here. We'll do that at the very end. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to lay this down here, and let's try this. Definitely going to need a spacer bead. Use one of these. Here we go. Wings. A head. And an 8mm spacer bead. And there we go. See how pretty these turn out? Okay. And I think I'm going to try maybe one of those. going to put the 4mm spacer bead and this, maybe little angel wings, and an 8mm acrylic pearl head, and one of the 8mm rondelles right here. And see, isn't that cute? Okay, so since I did these three, I'm going to be doing these three off camera, just like I did these. But right now, I'm going to check this out, okay? The large one. Put a little 4mm spacer bead. Well, it's kind of heavy, but I think it will turn out cute. Let's put the angel wings. I don't know about this. Let's see. Okay. And then maybe this. Well, it's cute, but I think that if this was acrylic, it would work out really well. But I think the fact that it's glass, it makes it extremely heavy, and it wants to fall to one side because it is heavy glass. And like I said, you could get away with something that's cut kind of off like that, not perfectly symmetrical. You could probably get away with it if it was acrylic. So I don't think I'm going to use this bead, but so we'll go ahead and take this off. But I'll go ahead and finish these 3 beads up here, okay? And then we're going to work on the birthday cake ones too. So let me finish these off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I'll move these little angels aside, and I have one here that I have to put together still. So you see how I'm letting everything rest on my finger here? Then it kind of keeps them all together. Alright, so I'm going to bend that down at an angle. And okay. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. Right about here. And there we go. Right here. Take my flat nose pliers, flatten it out, straighten it up, like that. Okay? Alright, so before we put the ribbon and everything on here, I'm going to try one of these little shambhala beads. Make a pretty little birthday angel. And let's see. Put a little daisy spacer on here at the bottom. And then, aren't these beads pretty? And then one of the Dollar General acrylic pearls. Oh, you know what? Okay, forgot the wings. Can't have an angel without wings. Okay. Now let's put the head on, and we'll put one of the little 8mm rhinestone rondelles for the halo. So she turned out pretty cute, didn't she? Huh? Okay, so let's bend that at an angle. Sorry about that. The tools, I know they're loud. Okay. Just bending it like that. And don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, because you always have to go back and straighten it up. Give that a little back bend. There we go. Make sure it's together. There. Okay. That looks good. You just work with it. There we go. So now we have that. I'm going to put that in this pile. But out of the one chain, I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angels. That's not bad. Strand of beads was $3.88. And you try to use as much of the strand as possible. If you can find a strand where you can use at least, I would say 75% of the components, then you're doing really well. So I'm using the 10mm jump rings for this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I won't show you on all these, I'll just give you an example. You're going to slip that through, and you're going to close it. Like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of this 1/4 inch sparkly ribbon, and I'm going to cut about 18 inches off. I know that sounds like a lot, but I want the person receiving this angel to be able to tie it in a bow or tie it on their Christmas tree any way they want, okay? So I'm going to fold this 18-inch ribbon in half, just like that, and I'm going to kind of fold it again like this, so I can just slip it through the 10mm jump ring. Okay, and then I'm going to slip this on through. I want to make sure this is even at the top. And like that. See? And so we have what looks like that. Sorry about that, I was out of frame. Yeah. So there's like your little angel ornament. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the rest of these little angels here. Let me tilt my camera down like that. And then I'll be right back, okay? Okay, so here they are, and I think they turned out pretty cute, and these will be fun to pass out to different people for Christmas ornaments or just to tie on a gift bag. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for upcoming Christmas videos. That'll be my next video, and I'll be posting weekly. So until then, take care, and God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.